I got some wood. $10 for about 3,000 pounds of mixed lumber. Some of it is 1x3, 1x4 lumber in really decent shape. They're sawmill rejects. Some, see that one just has a little tree bark on it right there. And a little bit tree bark there. So there's some 1x1s, some 1x2s. There's a mixture. There's some 8-footers and some 12-footers. And what's not dimensional lumber is stickers. Anybody that knows the lumber knows what stickers are. They go between your boards. Well, I'll set this down. That pile is stickered. The stickers are the boards in between to keep them separated to the rows of wood so they'll dry and stay straight and not get all warped on you as they dry. That allows the wind to blow through. And that's the lumber for my garage for the workshop. That's just sitting out here drying for me. And what I don't have is dimensional lumber is going to be, look at that. Look at how clean it is. Some of them, I don't know if this one has got a break in it, I guess. But I can use a lot of the wood. So $10 for a trailer load. About 3,000 pounds of lumber. About a full cord, in another way to put it. 3-face cord of lumber for $10. What I can't use for stickers or what I can't recut for lumber. I mean, look at this. Look at how many pieces are in there. A lot of this I can resaw that on the table saw and get good dimensional lumber out of this. There's a 1x2.5 maybe, 1x2. There's a little over 1x1. I mean, there's usable stuff in here, which I'm going to be using for my framing and gardening, for stakes, for whatever. And what I don't use it for that is good for kindling. So it's really brutally windy, so you won't hear me talk, so I'm just going to let you watch me work for the most part as I separate this out onto pallets based on what I'm going to use it for. Over here I've got 2 pairs of pallets, so I'll put dimensional lumber on one and scraps on another. Stickers, I should call them. And we'll sort this pile out. This camera looks like it's zoomed, but that's the best I can get. I hope it doesn't blow over. The wind is terrible. That's a mess. This camera is, I don't know, it's good quality, but it always looks zoomed. I can't even see the display either. I'll do my best to stay in view because I can't see the view. Look at that. That's a 1x4. It's a little warped because there's some bark up here, but I can use that. There's another one. See, that one's going to be firewood. It's got good meat on the ends, but in the middle it got too thin. There's nothing really there. I think I need a third set of pallets. Put that one aside for you. There's going to be some firewood. sure. But look here. I can get the better part of a 1x1 out of some of this. I think what I'll do, anything usable is going on one, and anything that needs to be trimmed, cut, or otherwise purpose is going on the other. There, look at that. Mostly good. Little curve. We got pretty much three good sides to use as lumber. So I can use that for my greenhouse framing. Nothing wrong with that. There's another. It's got tree bark, so you wouldn't use it outdoors, but for in the greenhouse it should hold up. Inside framing. This is going to take me some time to set this. There's going to be some kindling. So I'm going to keep that up for a while. It's going to be a long time because I'm sorting. Stickers. Don't really want that thick a board, but it'll work. And then you put your other layer. And keep going. That'll keep them from warping as they dry, and it'll help them dry better. I have a growing sticker pile, but I also have a growing lumber pile. Now it's not grade A lumber, it's B and C and whatever else, but still I can build with some of this, and wood is expensive right now. I'm still going. There's a lot left. Boy, let me take you over here. This is the good pile that I'm saving. And you can see there's not a lot wrong with this. There's some tree bark and there's some little bit of warpage here and there, which can be fixed. But, you know, there's little flaws like extra knots, a little bit of tree bark. Here's a hole. These are all just rejects. This one's sort of got some rot in it. Makes it beautiful though, for depending on what you're using it for woodcraft. Also though, a lot of it's going to be good for my gardens and greenhouse plans. So, I mean, here's one. It broke. I think it was caught. That was up on top. Here's one is just really rough. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's curved a little. No flaws. There's some really nice looking lumber in there. And then I've got a pile of slab wood, growing pile of slab wood, but I still have the trailer. This is small junk. There's a lot of 12 footers on there, and there's some good pine lumber in there. There's a lot left to go. Underneath is some 8 footers, but I'm getting pretty exhausted. There's some very nice thinner boards that I'm putting aside. And there's a pile I'm still picking through that fell off, but I'm pretty exhausted for the day. I think I'm going to call it a day. My tendon in my arm is still really painful. And this was a lot of work. I mean, I'm handling 3,000 pounds of stuff tonight alone. Now, let me set up the camera. I want to explain something here. Now, there's a few things I could do with this, and a few ways to calculate its value. If you look at this pile here, you're looking at, I mean, if you were comparing to lumberyard price, if this was plain and stuff, you're looking at a couple $100 worth of lumber. I mean, really, I can plane this, and a lot of it's still good. So I'd say there's a couple $100 worth of lumber right here, and I haven't even finished with the 12 footers. There's all kinds of, this is all poplar, and there's a whole mess of pine up on there yet. And then you got the stickers and or kindling. Now, I paid $10 for 3,000 pounds of lumber, of wood I should say, it's mixed. But just imagine in kindling stacks. If I sell kindling, bundles of kindling for $2 or $3 a bundle, that's profit sitting right there. I mean, that is a massive amount of kindling wood right there. At 8 foot, each piece is 3 sticks of kindling. You figure, I don't know, 6, 8, even 9 sticks to a bundle. I'll see how it goes as I'm bundling up, and I'll look at average pricing in town. But you know, it's $2, $3 for kindling. Somebody buys some campfire wood, and then they want to have some kindling to get it started, because otherwise you got to look for sticks and stuff. And if you're just camping, you're probably not allowed to do that. So there's money right there to be made. There's plenty of money in even scrap right now. So, but this right here is building material for me, because I've got to build my fencing and my greenhouses, and honestly, this stuff is perfect for the cross piecing, for the pieces for the fencing. This is 8 foot lumber. I mean, you can't go wrong. And I've got some 1x2s in here. Oh, there's a mosquito. I've got some 1x2s in here, and that's always useful in a wood shop. I'm always needing 1x2s for something or other, or for my mining rig frames. I dry this wood and I plane it up, and I use it for my frames to hold the motherboards, or even an all wood frame. Now, you've got some good wood here, so I can make a lot of frames by trimming this up on the table saw and planing it. So I'm probably not sitting right, I can feel it. But anyway, I'm done for the night. That's a lot of work. But I mean, there's two nice stacks. This is all neatly stickered and neatly sorted. I'm gonna sit right here and dry. I'm gonna put some slab wood. I don't know if you can see behind me. I've got my 2x4s drying in the natural air, and then I put a bunch of sawmill slabs on top. By the way, because I don't have a, they're gonna go on top of this pile, but why these are rejected, I don't know. They're a little bit curved, but there's a bunch of these. I mean, this is 1/2-inch boards. They're beautiful. I can use these for my uprights for my fencing. There's nothing wrong with them. Even a little curve in that for the uprights for my fencing. I mean, you can't go wrong for the price for what I paid for all of this. And I've still got a mess of it left on this trailer. So, wow. This was a score. This was a major score. Mosquitoes are coming out. It's dinner time. It's past dinner time. I think it's like 8 o'clock. I'm way beyond dinner time. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. I think a major score for the Homestead. You can't lose. I'll get my money back at least, even in kindling. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Talk to you later.